It's another beautiful moment here, and we're talking about technology. My name is Toyin Olagoke. You're welcome to Lagos Television. This is a platform, this is a link, this is a bridge where we put all the world of technology together. We connect all the dots, and we bring you the latest in the world of technology. You're welcome. You're welcome. Today, we'll be talking about what is in the news all over the place, what is in vogue. That is Twitter. We want to look at the business of Twitter. We want to look at the events that surround Twitter. We want to look at the impact of Twitter. It's one of the social media. We have a lot of them. We have Facebook, we have YouTube, we have Instagram, and we want to explore this. We want the expert to tell us what they know about it. So I will need to go on a quick break, after which we'll join you back for proper discussion.
Hi, my name is Confidence Davely. I'm an ethical hacker. Keep watching Techbridge on Lagos Television.
Hi everyone, my name is Ali Akdogan. I'm a video games designer. Keep watching Techbridge on Lagos Television.
Yeah, welcome from that short break. The story about Twitter is something that everybody is exploring, because when Twitter comes eventually to Nigeria to establish their organization, their businesses, we know we're going to get value. We're going to get a lot of, we're going to explore. Currently, you see people doing businesses. Some do digital marketing, some do kind of payment. Yes, there are payments around Twitter. As a matter of fact, in all the social media, you have some things, businesses around it. But most people don't know this. What they do is they tweet, they click, they like, they share. However, some people are making money, and that is why we want to dwell on it, what surrounds it, why the federal government ban it, and why they need to lift the ban, as well as why people have been crying for the lifting. So I will join my guest on the other platform, and I'm sure we'll do justice to that topic, Twitter and the business.
There are approximately 6,000 tweets sent per second on Twitter, but learning how to use Twitter advanced search commands, which I will show you today, will help you filter out the noise so you can see who's talking about you on Twitter, like learn why your happy customers are happy and your unhappy customers unhappy, quickly find important questions from your customers that need a speedy response, and as a bonus for those of you who own or work with a local business, you'll also find out how Twitter advanced search commands can help you generate leads and find customers. If you have a Brand24 account, you can already see all of these things inside your dashboard, but just in case you don't, I am going to also show you how to do this manually on Twitter, because we are all about sharing here. The first part of managing your online reputation on Twitter is to actually monitor and just be aware of what people are tweeting about you and your business. The most important thing to remember here is that you won't always be tagged. So to see tweets that talk about you or your business on Twitter, use Twitter advanced search commands to find mentions of your Twitter username, the name of your business, and I would also throw in your web domain in case people link to your site without mentioning you. So this will show you public tweets that contain your Twitter username, the name of your business, and your website, like so. In case you're a total newbie when it comes to Twitter advanced search commands, you can check out this video. I'll link to that in the video description box below. So that video is actually about how to see the number of tweets for a hashtag, but if you just fast forward to this section, you'll find a super quick tutorial on how to access Twitter advanced search commands. So basically, you can use the Twitter advanced search form on your desktop, or you can also manually enter Twitter advanced search commands on mobile, if you know the commands, that is. Then you can respond to the tweets by commenting, retweeting, or otherwise engaging. And speaking of engagement, to manage and improve your online reputation, you can also use Twitter advanced search commands to answer important questions from your customers. So to find them, just enter the name of your business followed by a question mark in the search bar. So for example, here we can see that Twitter expert Madeline Sklar had a question about how to use Brand24 to find specific tweets that mention certain words. So your customer care team, or in this particular instance, our humble CEO, would definitely want to provide a speedy answer to this question to make sure that the user experience isn't disrupted. And once upon a time, things like questions, locations, and tweet sentiment had a spot on Twitter's advanced search form, but now they're kind of hidden, so you have to actually enter these Twitter advanced search commands manually today. So I show you guys how to view sentiment on Twitter inside this video, which I'll also link to in the video description below. So feel free to check that out for a little more information on Twitter sentiment analysis. Basically, analyzing the sentiment of tweets that mention your business on Twitter can help you find out what makes your customers happy and unhappy, so you know what to do more of and what to avoid. Now, if you own a local business, then you're definitely going to want to pay attention to this tip. So not only can you monitor your online reputation on Twitter using all the tips that I just shared, but you can also generate leads and find potential customers by combining your search for phrases with location and proximity via Twitter advanced search. So for example, let's say that you own a smartphone repair shop in Boston and you want to see if there's anybody in the area who might need your services. Twitter is a really good place to look for that. Just start by entering a common phrase. So let's go with replace screen to look for people who need to replace their screens. And we will follow that with a question mark to further narrow down that list with people who are openly seeking recommendations or asking questions about broken screens. And since our shop is located in Boston, we can also enter near Boston. And if we assume that the average customer won't travel more than 25 miles, we can also put within 25 miles. So since location makes us super specific, it really narrows down our Twitter search results, and we can see just a very short list of people asking questions related to replacing the screen on their phone. For example, this user wants to know how much it would cost to replace the screen on an iPhone, and another person responded with an estimate, probably her friend. But then at the bottom of the thread, the cell phone repair business also responded to her tweet with a price quote that likely sounds really good to her right about now.
I hear a lot from different businesses that Twitter is dead, it's irrelevant. Why should we be on Twitter? What are some pros to using Twitter?
So I hear that all the time too, and it's absolutely not the case. It's on the rise. Popularity is growing, and Twitter is really unique in that the real time that it embraces is what makes it so special.
Should all businesses use Twitter, or should some? Are there certain use cases where you probably should avoid it?
I'm a big fan, I'm a huge advocate of using all three platforms, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, because they work better together.
Okay.
But the thing about Twitter is, and some view this as a con, is the algorithm. So you're not going to just see things in a chronological order.
Okay.
So to keep your content actually coming up and being found, you want to make sure that you have quality content, not quantity. You don't need to be tweeting on
Just
steroids.
mass-producing content, right?
You want to make sure that you're giving something of value to your audience.
What's kind of the first steps once I sign up? What should I really look at?
So first steps, you definitely want to start following like-minded users.
Okay.
And that can also help you to get in front of their followers, which will give you a really organic presence. And then also go and engage with other users on Twitter. Go and click retweet on something that makes sense to your business that would also be of value to your followers.
So what about my profile? I know there's some things that I should probably do just to make sure it's consistent. What does that look like?
With your profile, you want to make sure that you have, do you have a logo?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you want to put your logo out on your Twitter and definitely make sure your handle is consistent. So that's that @ symbol and then the name of your business, preferably. Make sure that's consistent across Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, because after all, you're branding yourself.
Right.
And then from there, you have like a little bio description right beneath the photo and your handle.
Cool. So one of my just absolute favorite topics ever are hashtags. Hashtag, I did it all for the cookies, right? Tell us about kind of the best practices of using hashtags. Should we just go on a hashtag tangent? Are there best practices? What should we avoid? Give us a lowdown.
Yes, so definitely reel it in. Don't need to go hashtag crazy.
Okay.
But I also love hashtags. It's a great way to get more exposure. They're free to use. And it can help you to be found by someone who doesn't even know you exist. Also, including it in the actual caption that you're writing. So one of my favorite things to do when I'm traveling the country, and let's say I did this seminar, right, on social media, and I got a cool picture Me at the microphone,
I could see it now.
feeling pretty cool at a trade show. And so I want to like get that out to my audience, and I caption it like, having a blast sharing hashtag social media tips. So
Got
then
it.
it's in my caption, and then now if anyone's searching in the area or social media tips in general,
Right.
I have a chance to be discovered.
Seems more
Because-
natural, right, than just having it at the
Yeah.
very end. Make it part of the conversation.
Exactly, make
Okay.
it part of the caption. But do both, by all means.
Okay.
You can get real localized with it.
Really?
So, yeah, so when I travel, like for example, I was in Austin recently, and I just wanted to know where's a good place to eat or get a craft beer. You know, it's a big thing in Austin. So I would just search hashtag Austin Eats. And from there, I found out what tourists, locals, where they were going to get food, and then that helped me make my buying decision. So think about it as a small business owner, you know, how does this relate to you? Well, consumers are out there searching hashtags
Right.
when they're looking for a product, a service, a cup of joe. And then, so if you have these hashtags on your posts, like you're more likely to be found when someone's searching coffee.
Perfect. And what I would say too, like when searching that, joining on the conversation with those hashtags that are relevant to what you're searching, and that's
yeah.
what's most important about
Good
Twitter,
point.
right? Is talking to people and being social. It's social media for a reason.
Yeah, exactly. It's a two-way street. That's the beauty of it.
Right.
You're not just talking at your customers anymore. You're engaging with them. It's a conversation. And at the end of the day, is going to make your presence more powerful if you have this two-way conversation.
Right on.
Yeah.
I dig it. So next up we have really paid advertising, because I know I've seen some paid promotions on Twitter every now and then. Is there any relevance to that? Should we test it out? What are your thoughts?
I always say start small and be sure you're paying attention to the metrics. Otherwise, you're just blindly spending
Yeah.
money, right?
At
So
the end of the month, you're
yeah.
like, wait, where'd my money
you're
go?
like, well, yeah, so just start small.
So Emma, so we're tweeting a lot, we're searching hashtags, we're using hashtags. How do we know if what we're doing is working and relevant? Is there any place to go in and check what we're doing?
There absolutely is a way to track. Twitter has this account dashboard that you can actually see even what time of day people are looking at your tweets, which could really be informative. You know, I used to work at a coffee shop, and what we found is there were certain times of day that made sense to tweet to get people to come in.
Right.
Coffee, early risers. You can tweet something at 5 a.m. about what you have on, what your drip coffee is or your specials on your lattes. And that made sense, you know. And then, so thinking about the time of day, looking at your Twitter analytics to see what works best.
Yeah.
But also the top tweet is really informative. So
What do you
just
mean by
looking,
that?
like the tweet that got the most impressions, the most engagement. That's going to help inform the next tweet and your strategy.
Okay.
Oh, also the retweet. If I'm getting a lot of retweets from users, I know, oh, they like that. You know,
They want
liked-
to tell their friends.
Yeah,
right?
like I should include more photos of me skateboarding. That got way more retweets, and then that informed my next tweet.
So there's two different types of retweets, if you will. There's retweet and there's a quote tweet.
Yeah. So while it's fast and efficient to simply click retweet, you know, back to the million other things you're doing.
Right.
We've found it to be more beneficial to quote, add your own caption, because then you're adding your personal flair to it, and you're really explaining the relevance of that tweet to you. Why are you retweeting it?
Sometimes I feel like I'm spending all day on Twitter. Is there a way for me to not have to do that? Like, can I just go and do it just once a day? Because I schedule things. Like, help me out here. I don't want to spend all day on social media. I've got a business to run.
Absolutely. So there are ways to outsource.
Okay.
If you don't want to do this, GoDaddy Social. There are teams that can take this off your plate. But if it's something you want to do on your own, you want to be beneficial with your time. So I strongly, strongly encourage a content calendar.
Okay. What's
So that way you get a calendar, a blank calendar, and you just plan out a couple days a week that you want to tweet and do it months in advance. So then you don't miss piggybacking off of a holiday. Even unofficial holidays like National Hot Dog Day or
There's literally a random holiday for every day.
Yeah,
you
and
can
not
spin
all
off
of them are going to make sense to your business,
Right.
but if they do, you can really piggyback off of that with Twitter. But the content calendar is going to be key to help you plan out in advance. So you're not rushing and scrambling like, oh, I haven't been on Twitter for a few
Right.
days and I just need to go out there and tweet.
Yeah. 'Cause
No.
one tool that I found that is pretty cool is TweetDeck. Have you checked that out?
No, I haven't.
So TweetDeck actually lets you, it's inside of Twitter itself, but it lets you schedule out your own tweets so that you don't have to go in every day and post. You
Sure.
can literally take some time or chunk out of your Monday, right, and schedule
Totally.
out your content calendar, and it'll just spin it for you.
Yeah, and I would just be cautious with that though, because while that's maybe a good way for you to manage your time rather, you want to make sure that those times of day are working for your consumers, because
Yep.
that's the key. You want your tweet to connect with your consumer
Yep.
at the most optimal time.
All right, thank you so much, Emma. This has just been a blast. I'm going to invest in Twitter now. Like it's changed my life. So thank you.
Hashtag life changing.
Hashtag life changing.
This video I'm explaining about how to use Twitter for business. Might be a lead generation or it's a selling a product online, what it might be. How to use Twitter. So in my previous video, I explained what are the facts about Twitter and how to create Twitter accounts. At the same time, there are different options of Twitter also. Now I'm going to show how to use Twitter for business. I also explained in the previous video what are the hashtags and how to use the hashtags to reach more people so that more people will be viewing your profile, make some action like that. So just now I used one hashtag. This is the trending hashtag, and I got very good impressions. So it's more about spending more time on Twitter so that automatically the impressions will be increased and profile views will be increased. So this is my latest tweet based on the US trending topic, where 51,000 people already tweeting in this year, 509 impression and 16 engagement, so 3.1%, which is very good. Okay, right. So now, how to do business? Let me take my example. We take online sessions with students from US, UK, Australia, Indians. So they'll take sessions remotely. Now I want a business. How to do it? So first of all, one good way to do business is keep on adding more people from different countries. That is one way, but that's take longer time. So one better thing is search. There is a search, same like a Google search, this will work. Now here I'm typing digital marketing. When I'm searching digital marketing, I'll be getting results related to digital marketing. So the people who ever used the word called digital marketing, I'll be getting a news. See, here she used digital marketing, that's why it came. So it might be business, it might be a normal tweet. With this, business will not come. That's why just beside the search, click on this. There is a beautiful option called advanced search. See guys, this is working for me. Today also I got 2 leads. So I'm revealing the secret. So try to use effectively. Now, throughout the world, people might be tweeting like, I want to learn digital marketing. I want to find them. And I have to reply back to them that, yes, I'm providing online digital marketing. So I'm searching like, I want to, okay. So just normal search anyway. I've been to advanced search. I'm typing, I want to learn digital marketing. Search. All these words are being used. This is not 100% good lead, but I'll show you how it works. When I click on search, Twitter automatically filters and find it. See, this guy, I want to learn digital marketing. What are the things that I need to do by IMT Global? Something he made. Now, if you really want to learn digital marketing, you just reply back. Can you here could be helping getting a laptop? I know it's very bad, but the reason is I want to learn digital marketing. So if you want to learn digital marketing, then the reply back. So there are many people searching for digital marketing. There is one problem here also. Even marketers' tweets also will come. Like I'll show you, but most of them are the positive prospects. But I will show the leads from the marketers. There is one guy, I want to learn digital marketing with you, sir. So he was replying back to Upreach MI. Now I don't know whether that guy reply back to him or not. So you can cache it. You can cache it by replying back over here. So if you want to learn with my videos. I can paste it in it. The guy will definitely see it anyway. He'll reply back. So this is something else. I didn't copy it. 1 second, let me copy the link. Yes, guys. So I'm replying back to this guy that hi, if you are still looking for digital marketing, learn with my free videos. Definitely click and come back to my channel and you'll check the videos. If they are good, there is a possibility you'll subscribe. If keeping watching more videos, if you want to take, you can take an action. It'll become a conversion. But this is 2019 post. So almost 6 months anyway, more than 6 months. So, but still there is a chance anyway. He come back to my channel. But I don't want leads which are older. I want new orders, new leads. How to find them? I'm going to show you. So when you're searching, there are some filters where you can get latest also. So these are all the videos. One problem I want to show is some marketers also post like yeah, see here. I want to help you build your business brand. Message me to learn more about digital. So here this guy is providing. So it's not exact word. If anywhere, if these phrases are available, it is coming. So sometimes you will be getting it might be a lead. Sometimes advertiser tweets also will be coming anyway. But if you don't want this, then click on this. Again, go for advanced search. Initially, we selected the first column. Now we'll be selecting a second column. This is the first column, exact phrase. Now, I want to learn digital marketing. Okay, and scroll down. There are some filters like date and month. I want at least in this year, January 1st, 2020. So people who posting from January, I want to reach out them. This is very good feature anyway. Now there is less possibility that advertisers or marketers post will come. Nobody's searching anyway. I'm changing this. Now let me go for in this year nobody searched. I'm searching something like I need a interior designer. I'm searching for this. If someone looking for you want a interior designing company, you want leads, try like this. I need interior designer. There. Let me search 2019 at least. Yes.
The business of Twitter, the impact of Twitter, the implication of digital marketing, the implication of businesses around it, and why we need to synergize so that we can get the best out of this. I want to believe that in a couple of days, people will tap into how this thing is resolved, how they can do better businesses. Taxes needs to be paid. People needs to do digital marketing and a number of other things. So in the subsequent edition, every 1:30 on Tuesdays, I will bring you the latest development and the things surrounding social media and some other things in the world of technology. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Tony Lagoke. I need to go for now. Bye.